The 2022 Atlantic hurricane season officially began on June 1st, and with Alex, the first of 21 named storms already having passed, leaving a few deaths and some damage in its wake in Bermuda and Florida, the calls for Barbados to be prepared continue to ring out. But even after last year's shakeup from Category 1 Hurricane Elsa and the freak storm, it appears the calls have largely fallen on deaf ears. President of the Barbados Association of Professional Engineers, Lieutenant Colonel Trevor Browne, says there's room for improving resiliency given the real possibility of serious hazard damage to the island.
Even given all the other circumstances that government finds itself having to face with, if we were to be hit with a really serious storm, it would be so devastating that it's difficult it will be difficult for us to really put enough emphasis on the kind of mitigating plans that we need to put in place for hurricanes.
Now, he does admit that some work has been done, pointing to the Planning and Development Act, part of which was proclaimed last year.
Events are far more traumatic, happening in places where they haven't happened in a recent past, and with far more ferocity. We have to be prepared in Barbados. It is just luck that last year was a wake-up call in our books. And really it is a hint to us to get our house in order.
Lieutenant Colonel Browne says they've seen some positive movement at the level of the homeowner, but even that is not widespread enough.
There are some Barbadians who have been installing hurricane straps, who've been cleaning up around the surroundings. This is obviously commendable. We actually like this. But in terms of being able to function as a society after a major impact, that requires long-term planning, which is why we have always been talking about the building codes. Building codes provide a minimum standards that would give you a good chance of surviving an expected event. And therefore we've been encouraging this. But we're still behind the ball as far as we're concerned.
The longtime engineer says government is definitely going in the right direction. But for the engineers, it needs to move faster to fully proclaim and enforce the Planning and Development Act going forward.